I morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Church of Lincoln. My name is Deb Hope and my pronouns are she, hers. I'm a worship associate of the church for the day. Over the last few years, the way we have met has often changed. But whether in person, on Zoom, or on a YouTube live stream, or some way of being we cannot yet imagine, worshiping together is a chance to deepen our connection with the sources of meaning in our lives, and to proclaim who we are and what we are about, throwing open the doors of our congregation and proclaiming the radical love and welcome that is at the heart of our faith. At this time, Karen from the Board of Trustees would like to offer some announcements.
Good morning. I'm Karen Hafer. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a member of the Board of Trustees. I want to offer a special welcome to those who are visiting for the first time. I have a few announcements to share as our church community extends beyond Sunday morning worship. Today after service, we will hold our spring congregational meeting at 11:30. Members will hear reports from key leaders and learn who the unsung Unitarian is. Members will vote on ministerial church committee, board members, and share the plate for the next year. Virtual voting will last for 48 hours. Next weekend, June 13 and 14, is Star City Pride. We will have a booth and walk in the parade. Hope to see you there. And I know Nathan has a table again that he will be welcome to have more signings, right? Another treat is in store for us next Sunday, June 15th. The A Street Band are the musicians for the worship service, and then they will be hosting a mini concert for about a half an hour following the service. The live stream will remain open for those online, but we really hope that you will join us in person. Thanks.
Thank you, Karen. The Unitarian Church of Lincoln aspires to be a loving community, uniting reason with spiritual exploration to transform ourselves and our world. We have a big vision here, and we know that creating a loving community begins with welcome. So whether this is your first time here or your 500th time, if you came here hopeful or heartbroken, whatever your age, gender, skin color, whomever you love, you are welcome here. As we enter into worship, take a moment to center yourself in this place. Find a comfortable space with your body. Take a few deep breaths, and let us continue into worship with our chalice lighting. A Protest and a Party by Hannah Roberts Villeneuve. People sometimes ask, is pride a protest or a party? And the answer is, of course, yes. Why not rejoice as we resist, dance as we demand change, celebrate as we create community that delights in all of who we are? So bring all of that with you here this morning. Bring your policy demands, bring your glitter, bring your Supreme Court broken heart, bring your rainbow socks, bring the emptiness you feel for your siblings gone too soon. Bring your Gloria Estefan remix. Bring your tender hope for change. Bring your most garish eyeshadow. Bring your spirit tattered and battered by a world that seems insistent on choosing hate and fear. Gather up all of these things and bring them here to a place where we don't have to shoulder these burdens or celebrate these joys alone. Come, let us worship together. Now please stand if you are able for hymn number 109, As We Come Marching.
It's going to be kind of hard to do this with a mic in my hand, but I'm going to try. So, yep, that would be great. So this is a body prayer, and I wrote this. It is called Freedom for Children. And what we're going to do is I am going to show you how to do this body prayer, and then we can all do it together. So stand up as you are able. If you're able to, can we stand? Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath and reach for the sky. We breathe in freedom, wide like the open sky. We place our hands over our heart. Our hearts are free to love and be kind. And then we softly walk in place. Our feet are free to walk on our own path. And then we bring our hands together. I can't hear you. Our hands are free to help and build a fair world. We flutter our wings like a bird. We are free like birds, soaring with hope and joy. And then we wave to our neighbors and we say, we are free to be in community. Okay, one time all together. So take a deep breath, reach for the open sky. We breathe in freedom like the wide open sky. Our hearts are free to love and be kind. Our feet are free to walk on our own path. Our hands are free to help and build a fair world. We are free like birds, soaring with hope and joy. And we are free to be in community. Thank you for participating.
You'll hear a lot of that today, which is a good thing. So, the practice of welcoming is an important aspect of our faith community. In 1987, the Unitarian Universalist Association, sometimes referred to as the Big Dogs, they oh, okay, got it. Okay. They formed the Common Vision Planning Committee, involving a diverse group of clergy and laity across North America. This committee gathered information on the experiences of gay, lesbian, and bisexual individuals within the Unitarian Universalist congregations. Despite the Unitarian Universalist Association's official stance since 1970 in supporting the rights and the worth and dignity of the GLB, that was GLB then, their experiences, our experiences within UU congregations revealed challenges such as negative attitudes, prejudices, and exclusion. The committee published a report highlighting these issues, and members of committed to fostering inclusive environments for all people. Particularly, they wanted to affirm each of these groups of people. They wanted to affirm the inherent worth and dignity. Consequently, at the 1989 General Assembly, they endorsed the Welcoming Congregation Program. They proposed, and it was proposed by the Vision Planning Committee. The Welcoming Congregation Program began with the release of a handbook in 1990. It included 10 workshops and additional resources to help congregations actively welcome individuals of all sexual orientation. This program aimed to address homophobia and subsequently transphobia within congregations and communities. In the early 1990s, our church, the Lincoln Unitarian Church, worked towards becoming recognized as a welcoming congregation. We were led by the then RGL director, Lois Hanson, and we conducted the recommended workshops and talk sessions. The required affirming congregation vote initially failed, which meant we had more work to do. After further workshops and talk sessions, our congregation voted again and affirmed its desire to be recognized as a welcoming congregation. To maintain our status, we formed the Welcoming Congregation Committee. We're responsible for ongoing programming that welcomes, celebrates, and affirms the lives of our LGBT members, friends, and community members. I forgot to tell you my name. All right, my name is Nathan Woodruff. I use the pronouns he, him, and his. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I get nervous with these things. Okay, so I've agreed to lead the committee, the Welcoming Congregation Committee. And so begins another round of monthly meetings and dynamic programming. There will be lots of opportunities to get involved, most importantly to share your ideas for programs, and continue the work of welcome. Stay tuned.
Thank you, Nathan. Will you join me now in a time of prayer and meditation? And our meditation this morning comes from D. Scott Cooper. We bow our heads in order to imagine not one path, but many. We imagine a path forward for those who cannot imagine any path forward because of poor health, financial hardship, family crisis, and other roadblocks we cannot begin to understand or imagine. We struggle to find a path forward for those who are forced to leave a homeland against their will, and for those unable to leave a war-torn homeland despite their lives being in danger. We imagine a path forward for those who leave their homes to make a better life for their families elsewhere. May we be a welcoming presence along that path toward hope. We come together to imagine a path forward for those of us despairing because we do not seem to know our country or our neighbors, despite the fact that we have not moved at all. May we be the good we are hoping to find as we travel side by side down the path toward hope. We imagine a path forward for those who feel lonely. May we take one another's hands as we walk that path toward community. Truly, we know as we imagine these many ways forward and take one another's hands, the paths will lead to hope. The roads will lead to beloved community, and the arc will bend toward justice because we have dared to travel with love in our hearts. Blessed be, may it be so, and amen.
Any other questions by Reverend Victoria Safford? People sometimes ask me, is this a gay church? It's a privilege to answer. Ours is absolutely, gladly, hopefully, and humbly, gaily a gay church, a gay tradition, where everyone, including heterosexual members and friends, is welcome. Where everyone is needed, where everyone's experience is cherished as a sacred text, because no one's experience of living or loving can be comprehensive. Because each of us holds clues the others need about how to live with dignity and joy as a human person. And none of us knows enough about that yet to be considered whole. It is absolutely a gay church, even as ours is a gay world. If you would look around, gay church, straight church, people's church, a human congregation made holy by the holy hopes and fears and dreams of all who wish to come. Come in, we say. Come out. Come in. We're all in this together. I will not speak of tolerance with its courteous clenched teeth and bitter resignation. I will not speak about acceptance of other people and some other kinds of lifestyle. I can only look in laughing wonder at human life in all its incarnations. I can taste only in passing the breath of the spirit of life on my mouth and understand our common longing to breathe in deep, deep gulps of the spirit of life. I cannot think of being anyone's ally, even because that implies some degree of separation, some degree of safety for some of us, but not all of us. We are allied with no one and with nothing but love. The larger love transcending our understanding, within which all the different, differing, glorious, various, variant, beautifully deviant aspects of ourselves are bound in elegant unity. I know that on some sad and disappointing days, these words describe the church that yet will be, and not the church that is. I know, but I know too that to answer is an act of creation. To answer this question and some others is a privilege, a prophetic imperative, a joy, a duty, and a holy sacrament. Each week, we take up a collection to support the work of this church and our partners in the community. We do this because just as we all grow from our participation in this community, we all give back through our time, our talent, and our treasure. As the music plays, the ushers will pass the offering plates. You can also give by texting UC Lincoln and the amount to 73256. That's UC Lincoln and the amount to 73256. The offering will now be gratefully received.
Thank you, Star City Chorus, our special guests today. And good morning, Lincoln. It's wonderful to be here. My name is Reverend A.J. Galazin. My pronouns are he and his, and I'm your interim minister. Wherever you are on your spiritual, ethical, or questioning journey, you are welcome here. I am glad you're here because we need each other. And if you're visiting today, I will invite you to join me in the library right outside this sanctuary. I would love to get to know you and welcome you personally. Thank you to everyone who will be attending the spring congregational meeting after our service today, and those who attended our worship visioning retreat yesterday. This church year is ending soon, and that means that next fall is right around the corner, and we need to start planning for another exciting and inspiring program year. Today is my last service until August. I'm heading to Ministry Days and General Assembly in Baltimore, which is work time for me, and then I'll be taking some study leave and vacation with my husband. And I will not be responding to voice messages or email over the summer. If you have an immediate or urgent concern, please contact Jean or Wendy in the office, and they will assist you and let me know. Otherwise, if it can wait, I will see you in August. Next Sunday, you will celebrate the annual Bridging service with special music provided by the A Street Band. A reminder to all groups, committees, and event organizers, my big goal for next year is distributing a program guide that lists all the myriad opportunities for connecting, meeting new people, and learning how to get involved in this growing beloved community. So everyone, do some planning this summer and make sure your activities are listed in the program guide. The submission deadline is August 15th. Our theme for June is freedom. As far as freedom is concerned, the freedom to love whoever we want is high on my list. The freedom of self-determination for our bodies and our gender expressions is equally essential to who we are and who we are becoming. Love can sometimes be difficult to communicate. How do we know when to hold the tongue and hide our feelings? And when to shout our devotion and revelations from the mountaintop? Is there a recipe to follow as we build this beloved community? Whose job is it to balance the ingredients so that the result is both nutritious and delicious? Say that with me. Nutritious and delicious. As an artist, I'm constantly on the lookout for strange and marvelous things we call found objects. One never knows where inspiration may come from. I love shuffling through rummage sales and thrift shops, not because I need anything, but because of the creative variety found in these aisles of cast-away treasures. And every once in a while, lightning strikes, and I'm drawn to something truly spectacular for just a couple bucks. At Goodwill a few years ago, a sign caught my eye, a recipe for love. Here are the ingredients: 1 cup of romance, a pinch of humor, 2 spoonfuls of joy, a pound of compatibility, 3 tablespoons of trust, a dash of respect, a cup of sharing, a zest of tenderness, and 2 teaspoons of patience. with the direction to serve warm with a smile. That's cute, I said to myself, and I brought it home. Now, I can't quote the author. The only thing listed on the back is Made in China, November 2013. But after I looked at the sign for a while, I became very irritated with one ingredient in particular. The biggest portion of this recipe for love was a pound of compatibility. Say what? Years ago, my favorite lumberyard, Menards, started selling off-brand food. I joked with my friends that their cookies were probably made with freshly ground sawdust. I mean, you don't go to the Hy-Vee to buy a 2x4, do you? Well, I remembered my little joke and thought that compatibility sounded a lot to me like sawdust. Filler, tasteless, bland, and boring, with no nutritious value. And the other ingredients on the list needed much more. For instance, a pinch of humor? That's pretty sad. How about a gallon of humor? And my stomach ache continued. 2 teaspoons of joy, a dash of respect, the zest of tenderness. What's love got to do with it? Yes, are you with me? I started wondering, whoever thought compatibility was the key to love? And instead of serving it warm with a smile, I believe we need to spice it up and season to taste. Because what may appeal to us changes over time. Many years ago, I was a member of a church in a diverse inner city neighborhood. The location was the primary reason why I had joined. I'm attracted to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Will you say that with me? I'm attracted to diversity, equity, and inclusion. I love to meet strange and wonderful people. Now, the minister was a dynamic young woman. During one of her sermons, she said the last thing she wanted to do was to serve a generic fast food kind of church that you could find anywhere. She said she hoped that this place would become a red hot chili pepper church. So one evening I attended a meeting of a committee looking to attract new people to the church. We had a lively discussion, and there were a variety of opinions. One man expressed the view that we should not waste our time and energy trying to reach out to people in the surrounding area, which included some run-down apartment buildings. We should focus instead on who we are, since like attracts like. According to him, we were predominantly white, highly educated, financially secure, liberal in our politics, connected to the movers and shakers in the community. That was our natural place and our sacred calling. We had history on our side. In my soul, I was filled with rage. Although I was white, I was not highly educated. I was not financially secure. I was not connected to the power structures of the city. And beyond that, I was queer, which at the time was not a pleasant topic for most church people. But I was not concerned only with my situation. This man's opinion seemed to be a slap in the face to my naive understanding of what Unitarian Universalism stood for. So I complained to one of my mentors, and she asked me, "What did you expect? You have a variety of opinions. Did you think that everyone has to agree with you? What does diversity mean if there is a strict party line to follow?" And here's the hardest question: where was your voice in this discussion? She had me there. When confronted by his statement, I had bitten my tongue and said nothing because of my anger. The more I thought about it, the more I realized this man had a point. From his perspective, he saw the church as what it meant to him. It was a comfortable place filled with lofty words, familiar faces, and beautiful music. My burgeoning idea of Unitarian Universalism suddenly became more universal. It's not just about me. It's about how we communicate and learn from each other. Together we become the beloved community. I asked my mentor, how is it possible to preach and convince anyone of anything while still respecting their sometimes divisive opinions? She told me she never tries to persuade anyone. She was concerned with stating the question or the problem, studying it from many angles, making an honest observation, and then bringing the community along as witnesses. It's about showing each other how we come to our own conclusions, not telling people what to think or what to believe. I wonder how much sawdust has gotten into our theological diet. Have we mistaken compatibility for religious inspiration? Are we satisfied with the ingredients we have chosen? Is what we prepare here palatable to strangers? Worship helps us build relationships, both with like-minded individuals and with complete strangers. Are there any complete strangers in the house? That's wonderful, because it's not easy being a complete stranger. Unlike some churches with more predictable menus, we offer a variety of spiritual sustenance, some exotic delicacies, and we're always developing new concoctions, reminding everyone to season to taste. From Reverend Peter Morales, former president of the UUA, quote, "Think of a time when you have felt truly welcomed. Maybe it was coming home after a long time away. Maybe someone took you in when you were far from home. Relive those feelings for a moment. Feel that warmth again. See those smiles and feel those arms embracing you. What a gift it is to be welcomed. Hospitality, true hospitality, is emotionally powerful. It touches something very deep within us, our profound human longing to feel accepted, to belong, to be loved, to be safe, to be valued and respected. And what is true of an individual is also true of a community. A congregation in which people do not genuinely love each other is not likely to exude warmth. A congregation that is self-absorbed and disconnected from its community cannot offer religious hospitality. Hospitality is love in action. Say that with me. Hospitality is love in action. Close quote. 29 years ago, I preached my first Pride sermon, inspired by the words of that young minister to build a red, hot, chili pepper church. My sermon was titled, My Red Hot Holy Day. To me, Pride Sunday is a holy day of obligation, uniting the power and freedom of love with the blessed ties of gathering in community. We become more than just tasteless filler. I am grateful for all the progress we have made over the years. And I hope to never forget the thankfulness I feel for all the non-LGBTQIA+ allies who have answered the call of love. After all, it is so easy to pick on any minority as a scapegoat when the majority doesn't understand both the practical and symbolic harm that is being done. The greater queer community has learned this lesson as well. We divide into our own individual identities at our peril. We must join together with all our friends and supporters to keep hope alive in this struggle.
Amen.
Thank you. Speaking of symbolic harm, this week, a memo from the Defense Department announced an order to change the names of Navy ships, including one named for the late gay rights advocate and Navy veteran Harvey Milk. According to the U.S. Naval Institute News, quote, the USNS Harvey Milk was named in 2016 in honor of the Navy veteran and San Francisco Board of Supervisors member. Milk commissioned into the Navy in 1951 and served as a diver during the Korean War on the submarine rescue ship Kitawaki. He was discharged in 1955, and Milk was wearing his U.S. Navy diver belt buckle when he was shot and killed in 1978. In a statement, Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell did not address the renaming directly, but said, quote, Secretary Hegseth is committed to ensuring that the names attached to all Department of Defense installations and assets are reflective of the Commander-in-Chief's priorities, our nation's history, and the warrior ethos. Any potential renaming will be announced after reviews are complete. In addition to renaming the Harvey Milk, CBS reported that ships named for other people who fought for civil rights and human rights were on a recommended list for renaming. They include Medgar Evers, Cesar Chavez, Lucy Stone, Thurgood Marshall, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and Harriet Tubman, close quote. The current administration in Washington is toxic to the most basic decency of human rights. Symbolic harm is still harm. Erasing history to glorify or deify the current great leader and create a warrior culture is a threat to any respectful civil society. Like I said, I am grateful for all the progress we have made over the years. And on this, my red-hot holy day, I don't want to end on a note of pessimism or desperation. We are living in a much different world than we did 29 years ago. And of this current tyranny, I can only pray that it too shall pass. Right here in Lincoln, we are part of a diverse group of faith communities who believe that everyone should have a safe place to nurture and explore their spirituality and humanity. It's called Faith Alliance. Well, in many ways, things have been getting better. We are still surrounded by a culture of homophobia, transphobia, biphobia. We need each other because no one should ever feel unsafe. Your assignment this week, should you choose to accept it, what is your recipe for love? How is it served? Do you season to taste? Do you bite your tongue or do you shout it from the mountaintop? And for extra credit, find some way to put your love into action, either here at this church or out in the world. And next weekend, support the Lincoln Pride Festival with our newly restored welcoming committee. Find your way to Nathan Woodruff, Deb Hope for more information. This church and this world desperately needs your love, whatever recipe you bring to the table. Blessed be, may it be so, and amen. Will you rise now and bow to your spirit for our closing hymn, number 368, Now Let Us Sing.
Practice a rhythm before we attempt this hymn. It's this rhythm. It's this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, everybody clap with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. 2, 3, and 4, and 1. 2, 3, and 4, and 1.
That's the bottom part. That's my part. And that's Sandra. So.
You want to sing that part first?
Now let us sing.
Yeah, okay, so here's the beginning.
Now let us sing, 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 sing. Now let us sing, 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 sing. Lift up your voice, be not afraid. Now let us sing to the power of the faith within. Now let us sing to the power, sing, sing. Now let us sing, 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 sing. Lift up your voice, be not afraid. Now let us sing to the power of the faith within. Now let us sing, 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 sing. Now let us sing, sing, sing. the same. Sing, sing. Lift up your voice. Be not afraid. Sing to the power of the joy within.
Thank you for the help with the rhythm. We need rhythm. Our closing words are from Reverend Scott Taylor. May we escape the expectations of others. May we put down our regrets about the past and our worries about the future, so we can make our way back to the abundance found in the here and now. May we slip through the bars built by the cruel voices in our heads. May we walk through those doors that were never locked in the first place. And in fighting for the freedom of others, may we find our own. May it be so.
While they're coming up, I just want to say thank you guys for having us here this Sunday. We really enjoyed singing for you guys. I also wanted to invite you Thursday evening. We are singing at Stransky Park at 7 o'clock. So that's a free concert. It's going to be super exciting. It's going to be about 2 hours worth of music for y'all to come and hear. We've got